Hey guys, this is Aegis, and I'm bringing to you a game from MLG Providence. I know I haven't posted too much in the way of games recently, so I thought I might bring you something interesting. This is from one of the open brackets, one of the finals of the open brackets from MLG Providence, and we do have here Liquid'HerO going to be playing against Liquid Sheth. Unfortunately, a team kill for Team Liquid. And some of you may know the result of this match, but I thought these games were interesting. At least I watched part of the first one. I thought it was an interesting game. At least it looked interesting to me on 8x. So we'll see how it goes. And over here in the bottom corner, we have Sheth. 6 pooling. Oh dear. Liquid'HerO is throwing up his pylon at the front of the base over here, so he's going to be trying to wall off against the 6 pool. The proper response is actually not to try to wall off, but to throw down your forge up at the front as you normally would, and then build a pylon in the backside, and then a cannon in your mineral line, and that prevents all harassment. Your probes will be able to defend the cannon in the early stages, and then as the cannon finishes up, you can actually do a lot more. And there's actually Sheth. That's interesting. Okay, never mind. No, he's just taking the gas so that he can do a gas cancel, get down a couple of those Zerglings as well as drones. As we can see here, he's up to 8 drones now, and he does have his first 6 Zerglings crossing the map right now. And there's Liquid'HerO. He's still scouting about the map. Has he scouted Sheth yet? No, he has not yet, but he does see the Zerglings, so he knows what's up. And it looks like he's going to try to wall off the front. That's interesting. I guess he knows how long it's going to take for those Zerglings to get across the map. And he's going to go ahead and throw up his photon cannon over here. This will be able to defend. And I don't think Sheth has actually found Hero yet. He's letting the Zerglings do the work here. And they have scouted in the wrong direction so far. So that is giving Hero plenty of time to get this cannon up. It will finish shortly, and he should be able to wall this off with yet another gateway. Hopefully, he'll be able to close this off without the Zerglings getting inside. Sheth is getting up a queen, as well as additional drones right now, so he's not all in with this. He's even going to bring his Zerglings back after seeing that cannon up, and Hero actually throwing down his Nexus. So this game has quickly turned into the favor of Hero. Hero over here going to be zapping away this drone, trying to prevent it from throwing down the natural expansion, and a pylon does go down. That's going to be really annoying, but the 6 Zerglings are coming back for Sheth to be able to clean this up, and Hero is just trying to throw a wrench into Liquid Sheth's build as much as possible while getting his own normal build up. There's absolutely nothing changed about Hero's build in this case. So right now Sheth is very far behind. He's going to be able to pick off that probe. Nice pick off for Sheth, but he's got not too many drones out in the field. He is droning as hard as he possibly can to be able to catch up to Hero. And let's take a look at the workers tab, and it is 16 drones to the 20 workers for Hero. And he is holding the space with this one probe to make sure that Zerglings can't just waltz right in. He's also got his cybernetics core up. He's taken the 2 gas inside of his main, because he knows he's going to have a huge mineral economy shortly. And there's a transfer of probes over to the natural expansion as well. Sheth's natural expansion is considerably behind. We see the Zerglings coming back over here to see what's going on. A nice job from Sheth to see exactly what's happening. He's going to see that the warp gate is on the way. His Overlord going to be moving out as well. He's got a second Overlord over here, going to be able to spot that natural expansion. He sees exactly what's going on. He knows the Nexus has been planted. Looks like this Overlord may try to work its way in there. He knows that there probably isn't a Stalker out in the field just yet. And Sheth, he's moving in here trying to see that Stargate, I think. But once he sees that, he's going to need to get up a couple of additional queens, possibly even get a couple of Spore Crawlers up after getting an Evo Chamber. There's another gas coming up for Hero, and looks like that Overlord just stops short of that Stargate, so he's not going to see that for a while. He's still getting out a couple of those Zerglings to deal with these two Zealots that have marched all the way across the field. We'll see if they're able to take down this queen. Looks like a couple of Zerglings going to be reinforcing over here. And it looks like the Zealots will go ahead and go after them. And they are going to be scooting into the natural expansion, going after a couple of drones here. And nice micro by Sheth. Looks like he will be able to clean up these two Zealots without taking too much damage. Hero did force a couple of extra Zerglings out here for Sheth, when Sheth would rather actually be droning. And he's getting up his first Void Ray. It will pop out and be rallied towards this Overlord, and Hero sees that Overlord, but there's the Void Ray revealed to Sheth, and we'll see what his response is. He's getting up a couple of Overlords right now, and there's the Queens being started. Queen number 3, I believe, and he should be getting an Evo Chamber. There it is, coming up in the production tab, and we also have Phoenixes popping out for Hero, so he's going to follow up this push with a couple of extra Phoenixes, so you can possibly pick up a couple of Queens here or there. He's now throwing up a bunch of Gateways. We'll see how he's gonna transition out of this. Maybe send the Void Ray to clean up the rocks. No, it looks like a Zealot is working on that right now. And the 4th Queen is also coming up for Sheth, and he's going after the rocks at the 3rd base, taking them down to half health. And Sheth is trying to keep some map presence out in the field. He does have a Zergling up, and the Void Ray is poking into this area. Will take down that Zergling and scoot around the backside. The two Phoenixes continue to scout around the map to see if there are any Overlords to kill at all. Hero grabbing the 4th gas as well. He's got 2 sentries back at home while the Zealot finishes these rocks off. It's still going to take a while. The Zerglings have already cleaned up the rocks for Sheth, and he will be able to take his 3rd base real soon. Where's that Void Ray? Phoenix is scooting about the map to see exactly what's going on. 3 Phoenixes out in the field so far, and there's the Void Ray getting in here, trying to do some damage. Looks like 3 drone kills on it so far. The 2 Queens able to ward it off, and he's still going to need a couple of spores here once he sees those Phoenixes. And I think Sheth has seen the Phoenixes out and about the map. Don't know if those Phoenixes actually killed any Overlords. No Overlord kills here for those Phoenixes, so I guess Sheth doesn't know too much about those Phoenixes as of yet. Now he definitely knows, and the Phoenix is coming in here, going to be able to lift a couple of these Queens, and the Void Ray getting out of there with just 31 HP. Looks like Sheth does hold. He has 1 Queen that's extremely low on health, and it's the 1 Queen that has plenty of energy for Transfuse. Sheth getting out a couple of Zerglings right now. He's also got a Baneling's Nest coming up, so he may be going for some sort of bust at the front. Looks like the Void Ray going to start working on that Evo Chamber, maybe use the Phoenixes to pick off a couple of Overlords and a couple of drones as well. The Queens are moving their way in here. Looks like Hero not quite paying attention. He needs to pull those Phoenixes out of here before he loses any. Zerglings now advancing across the map. A couple of drones that were mining gas get picked off. And Hero is still hanging out here to try to do some damage. He's got a couple of probes trying to transfer over to the possible 3rd base. There is 1 cannon up there, and Hero's 1 cannon will soon fall to all of these Zerglings. He needs to get a couple of units over there to help defend his Phoenix fleet, and 1 Void Ray. Where is it? 1 Void Ray still continue to move about the map, trying to do some damage. Looks like the 3rd base has been forced to cancel by the Void Ray and a couple of those Phoenixes. Zerglings unable to do too much damage. Looks like Hero did lose the pylon and cannon, but not that big of a loss, having denied Sheth's 3rd base. And he's trying to push in here once again. A couple of Zergling Zealots over here as well. Transfuse going down on the Overlord, and the Phoenix is scooting into the main to see what's going on. The Void Ray continuing to stay alive. Not too many extra kills on that Void Ray, but still keeping Sheth on the back foot. And meanwhile, Hero has teched up 2 Templar. There's the Pathogen Glands on the way for Sheth. He's going to be getting out a couple of those Infestors to see if he can do a bust over here. I think that's what he's going for. A couple of Zerglings are running in here, going to be able to take down a couple of these Zealots. Maybe force a cancel on this 3rd, but it looks like the reinforcements for Hero have arrived. Nice micro there, keeping those 2 Zealots that were injured alive. sentry coming up as well. That's a full energy sentry, and these Zerglings running into the backside of a possible 4th base for Liquid'HerO. And there's the indication that there is a 3rd on the way for Sheth. He's got a ton of queens out in the field right now. With these queens, he can continue to spread the creep, but it looks like he's saving that energy in case he needs those transfuses on overlords or other queens. Hero's 3rd is coming up real soon, and there's the couple of cannons defending that base, a couple of extra gateways coming up as well. Sheth's forces are streaming across the map right now. There are a couple of infestors back here. They are being scouted by that Phoenix, and Hero could actually come over here with the remainder of his Phoenix and possibly lift and kill off every single one of these infestors, and that would be disastrous for Sheth. Couple of Zerglings scooting into the 3rd base over here, but there are Templar with Storm now, so it's going to be very difficult for Sheth to do any amount of damage, especially with not that many forces out here. Where are the other Phoenixes? They haven't come over here to try to pick off those infestors just yet. Looks like there's the engagement, and there it is, the infestors getting picked up, and the Storm's going down, cleaning up all the Zerglings. And the infestors getting picked up once again. And I think this is going to be it for Liquid Sheth. There's not much he can actually do about this Protoss army. He's trying to take his 3rd and 4th at the same time. And a GG out of Liquid Sheth. This first game between Liquid'HerO and Liquid Sheth goes to Liquid'HerO. And we're going to be headed to a game 2. And this is a best of 3, so we'll see if Hero is able to close it out 2-0, or if Sheth is going to be able to bring it back and win a game against Liquid'HerO and bring it to an ace match. And we'll see you guys in game number 2.